Every superstar has a beginning. And this is back when the Indiana Pacers drafted a quiet kid from Fresno. They weren't just selecting a player. They were laying the foundation for something special. And year after year, the game slowed down, the confidence grew, and the jumper became automatic. The defense became suffering, and the moments became bigger. And then everything changed. The league began to notice something. A 6'8" wing who could score from anywhere, guard every position, and raise to the occasion when his team needed him the most. We all remember the gruesome leg injury that changed everything for Paul George. But we could also go back in time and appreciate the raw athleticism, the footwork, and a young man that was coming into his own. And as fans, he was something scary. I mean, the guy could move like Kyrie Irving with the basketball. He could dunk like Vince Carter. And he was starting to develop a deadly three-point shot on top of having a mid-range game that kind of reminded me of Kobe Bryant. Physical, elite, and confident. Today I decided to make Indiana Paul George. Number 24, not number 13. There's no disrespect, but number 24 is probably the best version of Paul George that we've ever seen. If it wasn't for that injury, I feel like personally he'll have 2 rings under his belt. But today on 2K, I decided to bring it back and see how deadly this build can be on both ends. You are now watching Indiana Prime Pacer Paul George. Enjoy. What's good, y'all? Chill vibes, chill content. Come subscribe. It's your boy Detroit J Man back with another video, and this is the last 2K build in my arsenal for 2K26, and it's no other than Indiana Pacer Paul George, one of my favorite versions of Paul George, number 24. I know a lot of people talk about OKC, the early beginning of the Clipper era, but this was the best, most complete, raw version of Paul George before that gruesome leg injury. And I decided to make him an NBA 2K26 as my last build. Now, before we get into it, hit the sub button if you're returning, or if you're new, hit the sub button as well. Hit the like button if you're returning, and if you're new, hit the like button as well. Long story short, I'm going to say it and get right into the video. I lost all my 2K builds. The Jalen Brunson. Well, I remade the Jalen Brunson. I lost KD. I lost Anthony Edwards. I had 2 more. Oh, my cat build. Yeah. Let's just say I was having problems with my PlayStation, and I tried to do a lot of things, and I wasn't thinking that night. I was trying to get a video done, and I was like, I'm a hard reset my PlayStation, and I didn't think to back all my stuff up. So long story short, all them builds are gone. The KD build is gone. Everything I've made and posted over the course of this year is gone. I basically have a brand new PlayStation. All my captures from 2K20 to 20, everything, team, all-star team up videos, stuff that I recorded in the past is all gone. This is a brand new PlayStation. I got like over 600 gigabytes on here now. Yeah, that's it. And I don't want to talk about it. And we're going into 2K27 with fresh build ideas. But I wanted to end 2K26 with no other than Paul George. He is one of my favorite players outside of D Rose and John Wall and Kyrie. And I thought I never made a video for Paul George. I never made a build for Paul George. And why not do it on 2K26, right? So we get into it. These are the stats. This is what you want. Small forward, or you can do shooting guard. I will say if you do shooting guard, you do get more shooting attributes. You get more opportunities to have a bigger handle. But if you want to keep it true, which this video is, you do 6'8", 220, 6'11". This is what PG weighed in the Indiana days. Now, I know you're going to look and say they had him listed at 6'9", but to me, I just feel like 6'9", you lose a lot of attributes, bro. Like, PG has an elite handle for a guy that's 6'9", 6'8". So I went the 6'8" route, 220, 6'11". So when you get into it, the first thing you want to do, I always start with physicals. Now, a lot of people are going to say in the comments, this is not accurate. This is, this is somewhat of a PG build. It needs to be higher things. This is what cap breakers are for. I only have 5 cap breakers, which shows you I just didn't play the game as much as everybody else did. I didn't have a lot of crews to get cap breakers. I will say if you're somebody that has over 15 cap breakers, you can take this build and make it so much crazier. But if not, there are certain ways to tweak this build to make it more comfortable to your liking. So first things first, I always say for the vertical, 75 is what you need. I still get posters. I still like I've activated poster ducks. You just don't get the elite ones. You get the basic ones. If you want elite contact posters, then yeah, you put it up to an 80, 85. But for the PG build, you put it at 75. You put the strength at 64. Now I know PG is probably stronger than 64, but it's 2K, so you got to understand you can't put too much on certain things because they will limit you later on. The agility, with him being an elite defender, you put it at 83. Speed, you put it at 82, and I will say with cap breakers, you can put that up higher. I think you get like a +2 with the speed. I didn't really touch it. I didn't really feel like I needed it. Rebound, you put the rebound at 60, and you put the offensive rebound at 70. So Indiana Paul George was grabbing boards. He was down low. The interior you put at a 60, and then you put perimeter at a 90. Now a lot of y'all are going to say the perimeter has to be higher. It really doesn't. I lock up a lot of people on this build when I'm in the park and the side to side Curry slide, the Devin Booker, like I'm right there the whole time. It's like this is a beautiful build, bro. And with the steal, you put it on the 80. I still get in the passing lanes. It's no need to put your defensive stats so high. I'm telling you this now. You don't really do that. And I still get all the blocks I can get with a 64. Now this is the bread and butter. This is what we get into. We get into the bread and butter, right? PG was a decent passer. I would say you don't have to put it on a 76, but for the sake of the video on how I made it, 76 for the pass accuracy. You put the ball handle at 84 so you can unlock all of his animations, of course, just to be on the safe side. And then the speed with ball is a 76. That's where I left it. A 78. I was about to really mess y'all up. All right, so now this is what I usually do. To show y'all, sometimes you don't want to put all your attributes on shooting yet because you'll be stuck in like a bad situation with finishing. When I was making this build, I put most of the finishing up first before I got to the shooting because I knew what I wanted to do. So for the close shot, you're going to put it on 80. Just decent enough for you to be under the rim. You can make certain layups, and you know, if you in a bailout situation, you got enough time to put it up, it's going to help you in the long run. Driving layup, 85. PG could definitely lay the ball up. He was very lanky. He knew how to put the ball in the cup, especially in a layup situation. He just had the length to lay the ball up in certain situations as well. Driving dunk. Now this is the one a lot of people probably gonna tell me it needs to be higher. This is what cap breakers are for. You can put this up to a 92. If you have more cap breakers, you can probably put it up higher. I only have this on a 92 with the cap breakers that I had. Standing dunk only needs to be a 54. You can put it up higher if you want. I just don't feel like you need it. Post control. Now, Paul George was starting to play in the post before that leg injury. He could back down, turn around, fade. With his height, depending on who was guarding him, he can get that shot off with ease. Now, for the free throw, I put it at a 77 just to be on safe, just to use the points. You don't have to put it higher. And then what you want to do for this. Now, a lot of people are going to say you need higher midi, you need a higher three-point. I'm going to tell you right now, it's all on how you shoot. It's the shots that you take. I think this is the problem with 2K. A lot of people feel like you need a high three ball. Let me tell you, the three ball on this build is going to be at 84. Paul George at that point in time wasn't a very, very consistent three-point shooter. He was very in the midi. He was very Kobe-esque, just taking people off the dribble, a hezzy tween, step back midi. I mean, watch them younger PG like days when he was coming into his own. He was very aggressive. He was very physical. It kind of gave you like a Kobe feel, but he wasn't Kobe. I'm not saying he was. You watch his older highlights in the first years of Indiana when he was getting his time, he was very like physical, very step back, turnaround fades. I'm gonna get a midi off. He wasn't very 3-point, like he wasn't really like heavy 3-pointer like he is now. And that's because that's just the game he has. So with the midi, you want to put it at 82. Now this is what you're gonna get. Like I said, you can definitely change these stats around. You don't have to keep them the same. I would definitely say if you're somebody that feels like I need to take the interior down and put the defense up higher, you definitely can. I will say when I'm playing in a park on rec and I'm down in that interior, even though I don't get a badge for it, just that little bit of interior does help in situations where your center cannot contest, right? A lot of you guys are saying put the steal up higher. Yeah, I don't blame you. You can put the steal up higher, but I'm going off balance and just having fun with the build. Now, in a comp setting, I'll definitely say change these around. But for me, I'm not a big comp player. I'm like, bro, I'm so old. I've been playing 2K since 2K9. My days of being the best 2K player are way behind me, bro. If you catch me in the park and you beat me, congrats. I don't really care. I'm just here to have fun and enjoy the builds that I make and get a clip then and there. But there's a lot of things you can tweak on this build. A lot of people might say take the pass accuracy down, which you can if you're not. Like, to me, I always have like a playmaking spirit. So I always want to get people involved. So I always try to give a comfortable pass accuracy no matter what height or what position I play, because you never know when you're going to need it, right? A lot of things you can tweak, but we're going to get right into it. When you finish the build, you get shades of 16-17 Paul George, all-time Corey Maggette, and you get Kawhi Leonard, a two-way inside-out slasher. So these are your weaknesses. Not a very good defensive rebounder, which you won't be. But offensively, you will snag. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I played rec, and I got some gameplay. I had 12 boards, and I had probably 22 points with 3 assists. You can snag with this build. I'm not even joking. You can get some boards with this build. You don't need boost. You just gotta know how to get them boards. And limited range on block attempts. Yes, you're not gonna get a lot of block attempts unless you put the block up with your cap breakers, which you can do as well. These are the strengths. Can lock up multiple positions, which I can. It doesn't matter what somebody makes, I promise you. 6'9" power forward, 6'9" center. I am down there and I'm keeping you to about 2 to 4 points every time you put body to body. And it's so fun. I think this might be the build I make for 2K27. It was some minor tweaks. I'm loving it already. Elite abutter and finisher. I'm telling you, with an 85 layup and a 92 drive and dunk, your finishing at the rim is that bar. For me, when I do contact dunks, that bar is huge. I think 92 is the sweet spot for sure. Driving layups, I'm greening them every time. And I think that's the height difference too, because I'm 6'8". Keeps the dribble clean and precise, which you definitely can. In this, you don't have to use all of Paul George's animations. I do have a separate video for the animations I use. I'm still testing out some. I'm trying to look up some that kind of looks very similar to Paul George type jump shots and animations, but that video is going to come probably later on tonight or tomorrow. Rainmaker when he's hot. I'm not going to lie. When I'm timing the jump shot correctly, I'm low-key unstoppable. Like, there's times you can say you're getting hot, and if you have takeover, man, you definitely could put up some quick points with this build. I mean, even days when I'm having a slow night, I can still finish a game with 25 to 30 points. It's a build that can do everything, but at the same time, it still has its little limitations. So, that's the Paul George build, man. And this is Indiana Paul George. I mean, you can do the face scan, you can do the haircut, but this is young PG in the Pacer days. I'm talking about going against Miami and LeBron. It's going to have that feel. It's your boy Trey J, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It has been a successful year of 2K. I feel like a lot of new things, a lot of new experiences. I am part of BOE now, which it has been nothing but fun just playing the game with these guys and just Rod, Chris. You can name a lot. Everybody that I played 2K with this year, it's been nothing but fun, and I can't wait to see you guys in 27. As far as 2K videos, this is probably the last one for this game. I hope you guys enjoy. I've had some comments and people asked me, somebody asked me to do Joel Embiid. Won't happen on the 26th, but I would definitely look into a Joel Embiid build for 27. I mean, I wouldn't say I never wanted to try to play like Joel Embiid, but why not? Why not, right? I hope you guys enjoy this, man. Enjoy the rest of the summer. And this is it for 2K26. Paul George build. I hope you guys enjoy. I love you guys. Stay safe, drink your water, pray to the Most High, and we're out. Peace.